Welcome to Analyse Maths. Today we're going to be looking at calculating with money using decimal notation, and we're going to be looking at subtraction. Check out my other video on addition, my other video on multiplication and division, and my other video on rounding with money. So as I said, we're going to be looking at subtraction today. Edexcel states that we need to be able to add and subtract using decimal notation. The keywords for today are pounds, pence, coins and notes. The most common mistake people make is not understanding what the position of a number actually is. Check out my video on decimals if you need more information on this. Also, may confuse the symbols needed for money using a pound sign and a pence sign. Some find it difficult to identify what the operation is. So what's the vocabulary? What's the problem actually asking them to do? So when we're subtracting, we are using the column method. We've already looked at this method. Check out my video on subtraction if you need some more information. Don't forget to position everything in columns according to their place value. So you may need to add some zeros to round this up. And when you borrow from the place before, that's adding a 10, not adding a 1. So let's check this out. If I needed to do £6.70 take away £3.40, I would line everything up. I would make sure my pounds with my pounds, my decimal points are all lined up, my 10 pences and my pennies. Make sure you're always putting your symbol on. You're getting a mark for your process. So don't forget to tell the examiner what process you're doing, just in case you make a mistake and don't get the answer mark. Now we're going to start from the right. So 0 take away 0 is 0. 7 take away 4 is 3. Decimal point, 6 take away 3 is 3. So it's £3.30. Don't forget your pound sign. One of the most common mistakes I see is people put a pound sign and a pence sign on things. Don't need both of them. If I was just writing 30 pence, I could just write 30 pence. Or I could write no pounds and 30 pence. But I can't have both a pound sign and a pence sign on something. Okay, let's do £6.24 take away £3.40. Again, I'm going to line everything up so that all my place value is correct and start from the right. 4 take away 0 is 4. 2 take away 4, can't do it, so I'm going to have to borrow. So I'm going to borrow from the 6, that'll become a 5, and I'll give that 1 to them, making that a 12. So 12 take away 4 is 8, decimal point. 5 take away 3 is 3. No, it's not. 5 take away 3 is 2. I'm sorry. Okay, so £2.84. Let's do £6.80 take away £1.41. Again, I'm going to line everything up. Can't take 1 away from 0, so I'm going to borrow from the 8, becoming a 7. So that's now a 10. 10 take away 1 is 9. 7 take away 4 is 3. And 6 take away 1 is 5. Don't forget my pound sign on my final answer. Let's look at something a little bit different. Let's say I was now doing £60 take away £1.41. Again, line everything up. Now I can't take 1 away from 0. And I can't borrow from a 0. The only one I can borrow from is this 6. So I'm going to borrow from the 6 and make it a 5. But don't forget, it can only give to the one next to it. Because if you think about place value, I've now turned that £60 into £50 and £10. Still can't take 1 away from 0, doesn't help me. But now I've got this 10 I can borrow from. So I'm going to borrow from the 10, making it a 9. And again, it can only give to the place value next to it. Still can't take 1 away from 0, but now I've got a 10 right next to it. So I'll borrow from that, make it a 9, and that's a 10. Now I can do it. Let's start. 10 take away 1 is 9. 9 take away 4 is 5. 9 take away 1 is 8 and 5 take away 0 is 5. Make my final answer £59 and 59 pence. Okay, I would like you to pause and give these a go for me, please. Okay, let's check out those answers. Hopefully these are the same answers that you got. Any questions, pop them in the comments. Now, with some of the questions, you will have a calculator. When you're using a calculator, you must make sure that it says 0 before you start. You must press the buttons really, really carefully. Check the display to make sure you press the right buttons. Always make sure you press the equals sign at the end of your calculation and make sure you've typed all the zeros in that are in the question. And check your question. If my calculator says 4.5, don't forget if it's a money question, that 4.5 actually means £4.50. I need to remember my unit and my zero. Okay, here's an example of a question from an exam. Give this one a go. So Raya has £60 to spend on food. She spends £36.70. How much does she have left? You can use a calculator for this. Okay, let's check out that answer. So hopefully you got £23.30. You were getting 1 mark for your method, so for knowing it was a takeaway, 1 mark for your answer and 1 mark for your format. So you needed your pound and your zero for that. I see a lot of people for questions like this, because their calculator shows, that would write 23.3 as their final answer. You would only get 2 marks for that. Don't forget your zero. Okay, let's do one more. Amir has £75 to buy new software. He spends £48.90. How much does he have left? Okay, let's check out that answer. Hopefully you got £26.10. Again, 1 mark for a takeaway, 1 mark for your answer, and 1 mark for that pound sign, and that's zero. So today we've looked at subtraction. As I say, check out my other video on addition for some more information on that. Best of luck with your studies. Any questions, pop them in the comments, and please like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.